welcome to Let's Play Civil War Generals 2. So we are at Front Royal and have played around 10 turns. I'm about to go into turn 11. Just a bit of adjustment here. And yeah, looking at this map here, you can see that we took the town of Front Royal and is in the process of getting the last unit, the Union artillery unit, out of the town. And we have done so with the other artillery unit, and then we are about to also try to chase them, but I'm not so sure whether this whether tired unit is able to do that. So I have to think about whether bringing this guy or resting this guy and then letting the other guys to actually do the task. But they'll get shot in the meanwhile because we are weather exposed here from the side of the hill. And there's one victory point here. And checking out the victory point is going to not really give us a lot of points, but if we make it there, then we might as well just take it while driving out these guys. And the western side, these guys have been driven away from the battle from our first engagement. They've been kind of resting and digging in on the side of the hill, maybe inviting us to attack, but we're not going to really attack. Just try to hold this position and protect the victory point. So this is rather sizable one, so I guess we need to put some guys in there to watch over. And as far as the other units are concerned here in the south side, there's some artillery. There's a big artillery here that may be just staying in order to protect this area, overwatch this area. And these two guys might be going up north through this road, and you can see some infantry units are going up here to try to bolster our position and to help the cavalry here that has been in the thick of things for some time. Yeah, the cavalry has been running freely here until they were accosted by this Union cavalry coming from north. So they provided some reinforcements on their side as well and came really quickly to provide that counterattack, and we were kind of pushed back and in a rather defensive posture right there. And then this is a big unit. A TF Broadhead, he brought the cavalry, and they're basically fresh and very willing to, they can definitely cause some damage. And opposing that, we have TF Flournoy. I guess a bit more men in part of the regiment here, but the weapons, I guess, is kind of lacking, as you can see. So it depends on whether we are able to shoot at them from afar or willing to charge, then it's going to be a lot uglier. Because I think this is a close quarters weapon prowess. So in close quarters, yeah, this is going to definitely show its value. So we are kind of anticipating that they're going to attack. Right now, at this moment, we'll be able to take some, I don't know, maybe we can dig in and also get the higher ground so that they have to attack upward. I don't know how that is going to really work out, but yeah, so here too we are trying to mine the hills, but in this case we are going to be fighting on flat land or in a similar height. I mean, we have to see what's going to happen, but it doesn't really look that great, so we need to get the infantry to help us. And I can move this guy right now in the marching formation, but I'm kind of worried about these guys coming into tackle us right now, try to drive us out of the town again. So need to protect it and rest. So we rest, oversupply here, and then get some men back. And all the other guys, all the other units have moved for this turn. Yeah, so this guy's running away. He's also running away. Yeah, so they're fighting. I think they may be trying to fight and drive T. Ashby out of the hills like that. So he ran away, maybe not really in the shape to fight anymore. So he's now in trouble. This guy's not moving. This guy's kind of resting in his place. So right now I need to now return the favor and I'll take these guys at the same time. Yeah, I guess I'll try to shore up this position first. And using T, is this our unit? Yes, this is our unit. So let's try to attack these guys. Giving up their ground. Okay, so we won out there. Let's change formation here as well and then attack so that they're driven south. They can coordinate their attacks. Okay, so not a lot of damage, but we are able to maybe charge. Okay, no charging, but you can still fight, right? Yeah, so they have no ammunition, they might be routed. They're routed. So they're running away, so we took out their one cavalry unit out of the action. They didn't suffer a lot of casualties though, but you know, it's all good that ends well, and we drove out another unit here, and there are only 10 men left. They're gonna take some time before they can recharge and come back. And we try to, with this unit, we try to get this point back, very important point, and road is the big blob here that's going to take charge of the hills here. This guy has been pretty important as far as the defense is concerned. And this guy, okay, so what I'm going to do with these guys is that I'm going to soften these guys up a bit using the big artillery, and they might just run. But they're gaining some strength back, especially this guy, so we need to make sure that we put some charge into it. Yeah, so they've given up their ground, they're running, that's good. They're routed without even defending this position. So they might come back, but it's gonna take some time before they can set up and everything. So at least if they try to come back and fire at us, by then we'll be more than ready to battle them. For these guys, howitzer, so is able to shoot indirectly. I'm going to attack these guys, and then yeah, they're just giving up their ground. Sometime in the future we need to rest these guys as well. And I'm going to move these guys a bit closer, or just move these guys a bit in the middle in order to kind of mine this artillery spot. Okay, so with these guys, I already shot. Yeah, so the howitzer is able to shoot.
No, sir.
No, okay. Alright.
Sir.
Yeah, so howitzer is going to make things a bit difficult for them. And we're going to see what I can do here. We're going to kind of lay into them. They're getting up their ground. Sure. And yeah, this guy might attack. You gotta be careful. Going to rest with these guys and maybe dig in. Oops. Undo. Dig in. And I'm going to be following these guys with this unit, and also with this unit. I'm going to just go after them and make them run. Yeah, so they're running. Good. We got some supplies back as well. And as far as this guy's concerned, yeah, we're going to have to I'm gonna bring these guys there, and then have a bit of a view of what these guys are up to, because they might come back after resting. Alright, so let's see what I can do in front royal. I'm going to move here, and yeah, just one hex. Okay, yeah, so that's another turn, I think, more or less. We are able to drive one of these units away. Maybe it's going to prompt these guys to act. And we are able to, yeah, we need to move these guys back. Possibly here. And we're going to open up the middle, but we can attack with this guy then. Yeah. Ashby is kind of hurt. He might get routed if we leave him be. And here, they're gonna come back. They're gonna try to charge us once again. By then, hopefully we'll be ready with the artilleries and other men here. and then we are able to drive all these units out of this area. Then we'll be ready to defend. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully there is no more reinforcements. Yeah, these guys are running pretty fast. Oh wow. Okay, that's surprising. They're just really trying to go for Ashby here. We can attack. Well, maybe we can try to even surround this guy. Or maybe we can just, like I did with this guy. Oh, this guy recovered. Alright. Well, let's do the same thing then. Okay. Yeah, so we kind of pile on. No cartridges. Oh, okay. So this guy needs to get their cartridges. Yeah, so they're not being routed, but driven away. And these guys really need to rest. Full supply. And this guy will keep digging in. And there was some other guy who was going to trying to flank us and come. So, which is where Rose will try to handle things. Take that, and then we move up. We'll try to we'll try to move here. Yeah. Maybe this guy will try to attack once again, but I think we'll be ready, and this guy doesn't have any ammunition to fight. So I think we'll be set there. Here, I think we're going to just dig in and let them come to us. And also here as well, we're going to dig in. Yeah. Maybe for this guy, we might be able to limber up and then travel. Well, I think we'll be able to handle things here, but I don't know. Maybe I should bring at least one artillery up there. Maybe I should do that. Going to give them their ground, keep their numbers in check. Oh, I'm not gonna reassign any commanders. I think I pressed the wrong key. Yeah. Keep firing. And these guys will... let's just try to get things ordered here. Okay. Yeah, attack twice and maybe they're gonna run. Sure. They're running. And here we're going to rest up a bit.
At ease, man. At ease, man.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of supplies that have gone to this unit. Hopefully they are ready to face up against the last charge that these guys will surely mount. Yeah, so we've driven the last of the artillery unit from this position, so they're kind of running, and they're running pretty fast, so if they want to come back, they need to travel even farther. Right now, yeah, you know, attack them right now, so can I change formation? Alright. Yeah, seems okay. Seems to be doing alright. I have to watch over what this guy will try to attempt, because this guy is definitely going to move and then clash into us. And this guy also will try to recover and then help. But then, right now, these guys are not really a good fighting force. They cannot really get their troops in ready as in the next turn, so attacks will not be coordinated. Yeah, so these guys keep running using the railroad. Some guys have recovered, so as you can see, these guys also come back. And yeah, I guess we can try to meet these guys right now. Alright, so this guy is in better position to face up against this guy. Yeah, maybe I should just get this guy off our backs to make sure that they'll never bother us again. Yeah, so they're gonna just go to the other side and run all the way back to where they came from. Where did they come from? They're from New York. Okay, so they're gonna run all the way to New York. And this guy will... Well, let's see how the terrain is like. Alright, so I'm gonna put this guy... Okay, I think right over here. Or maybe I need to have... Yeah, maybe I need to just see if I can get over here and then change formation. I can't. Alright. Okay. It may not work as well as I hoped. Just get the full supply and then recover. And... yeah. And you guys should also recover. They're running. Alright. I'm going to take this area. And this guy will come up here. No, I think they're gonna come back and rest up. Yeah.
At ease, man.
And this guy will go up. Yeah.
At ease, man.
Oversupply. Okay.
At ease, man.
Right. Okay. Right. Let's see if these guys in the north will finally make their move. Wondering how this thing is going to work out. This guy will continue making their track and capture some of these points, which is going to net us at least a bit of victory points. Yeah, full supply. We have around 2,500 left. And the big blob of cavalry finally started making a move. Okay. So we need to make our own move as well. One to one. So we ended up there. Interesting. And let's see the... Alright, yeah. Wow, this is really an important point. Okay. To one once again. And third time. Drive them away. Yeah, and then we're going to protect this area and well, I don't know what to expect from here. We've been kind of saving up our energy, so I mean we can try to attack these guys maybe, but then we get pushed back sooner or later. I can move these guys to see what is going on. Yeah, so you can see this guy trying to clash into us. Maybe you should try to get these guys ready to fight or something. Oops. Yeah, try to dig in right here and then get roads back up. And ready to fight the big blob of cavalry that's surely to come. Combined with these guys, maybe he's able to add to the attack or firepower. I cannot really set up the cannons right away, but from here I can at least protect this area. So I like to go up into these hills and then see the entirety of the side of the hill. So here they're set up once again. Yeah, only 2 active men left from this unit able to fight. So I think we can dry these guys out. Yeah, so we are able to rout them. And then we can try to... Oh, I guess they ran to here. So we can see the outline of the enemy in this hex. Perhaps you can move next turn up the hill and then take the rest of the victory point on this side. This guy doesn't seem to move at all. They seem to be recovering, but I think they're just happy staying there for some reason. Yeah, so we also dig in as well, kind of a stalemate while we take care of things in the north. And to also supply, yeah, and then just rest a bit. I'll dig in, or I cannot dig in here.
Man.
Wow, I didn't know that.
At ease, man.
Yeah, so they're recovering, and then maybe some of these guys will have to go up. Yeah. Okay, so have I moved all my units here? I think so. There was a big battle here involving this cavalry. We cut this guy's strength probably half. And this guy's kind of worrying, of course, but hopefully the infantry is there to save the situation. And this guy is running away, routed. Good. Ashby is the weak point. This guy can definitely come here and then rout Ashby or do worse. And then Rose will try to come up and then try to fight, but it's going to be pretty difficult if that guy decides to charge. And he might do something very drastic too. Okay, yeah, so those guys have recovered somewhat. Yeah, they're definitely attacking the weak point, and we lost a lot of men from that engagement. As you can see, yeah, they're not doing too well. Okay, so what can we do? Okay, so Rose will have to protect this point, which is a very important point, definitely. Yeah, you have to come back, I think. Yeah, just protect the point. Don't mind these guys, they're still recovering. We have to set up so that if these guys... Yeah, I think I have to see some setup here and then be able to shoot at this guy. This guy will have to come down here, I think. And then Rose will have to come up here and ready to battle. This guy will not be able to set up soon enough. We'll try to dig in right here on this side. And same goes for these guys as well. They just changed formation. And for these guys, we'll go up here and then take position. And then rest. We'll dog in here, yeah. Okay, so let's just pummel these guys so that if they do attack, they don't surprise us. Yeah, so, okay, so we're kind of keeping these guys down. And I think I will get this guy and try to march once again up there. And since that this side is rather secure, I'm going to bring this guy instead, the other side, front royal. And keep these guys at bay.
At ease, man.
These guys at bay, and it looks like we can take this position as well, but then it's going to be too dangerous and risky. Things are rather fluid right now here. These guys really didn't suffer any casualties fighting our light cavalry unit. Yeah, so we might face some difficulties. Yeah. We try to protect this area as well, so they cannot really flank us, attack from different sides. But then, yeah, we're going to get... Yeah, we're going to... Whoever this unit attacks is going to get either routed or driven back, so we need to be very careful. But I think we have enough units to survive this encounter, hopefully. This guy's running. Yeah, so they attack Ashby, and then not being defeated yet, but not doing too well either. And these guys started marching, at least some of them. Alright, so let's give it a go here. Trying to cut these guys down a bit. And they have all set up here right now, so we need to go down here and then, yeah, if we can, make sure that these guys cannot really support the cavalry unit. Alright. Right, this guy is pretty dangerous. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, defensive value was too much and we lost a lot of men here. Wow, this very devastating. Okay. Oh wow, yeah, so they're just being able to... Oh man, this is not good. Not good at all. Hmm. Okay, that was actually successful. Seems like I need to move these guys. Yeah, sooner or later. Okay. Yeah, we just try to hold on. We lost a lot of men from the engagement. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we have a fresh unit though coming up. And we're going to try to attack these guys from this position. So we're going to attack them next. Kind of getting low in morale and organization. Yeah.
At ease, man.
Gotta rest up. How about these guys? Can they move now? No, they still have still a lot of casualties. Alright, so things are kind of fluid in the north. Not a really good look because we suffered a lot of defeat. I don't know whether these guys are able to... I think these guys can definitely going to create a lot of headache. Let's see if I can bring up the menu. Save here. So I think it's gonna be turn around 15 or so, I'm not so sure. Yeah, full supply. Yeah, these guys are all like... Yeah, now we are routed. Unfortunately, Ashby's routed. Okay. It's not a good look, and they're trying to charge now. 17 out of 20. Okay, can you recover, please? Alright. Yeah, they reformed, fortunately. But they're gonna get attacked soon.
At ease,
Yeah,
man.
do that. And here, and just... Oh, we have no cartridges? Okay. Supplies.
At ease, man.
Damn. We lost a good chance there. Yeah. So it's not really good. I mean, they're still making a lot of damage. Creating a lot of headaches. See if I can protect this space, and then we try to yeah, get some supplies going.
At ease, man.
Yeah, so we're going to try to attack these guys. Oh, we lost some men. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're going to charge and then try to attack, but too late. And how about these guys? Yeah, we're going to have to oversupply and then protect this space. And yeah, causing a lot of headache. Right. Yeah, I think we are pretty set here. No any problems. Yeah, we're gonna run away once again. Alright, so these guys seem to be running. Alright, not being defeated yet. Okay, can I... Alright. We are able to convince them once again to join the fight. But it was rather difficult. I mean, they have been like routed twice already. Okay, now this Fortnoy guy has been very, very bad for us. Very sad situation right now. Yeah, so we probably have to attack this guy without question. Get rid of their ground. Okay, at least we have that, so that's a victory. And we can return here. Well, we can attack these guys. Oh man, this guy's pretty strong though now. Yeah, so we haven't really able to drive this guy. And yeah, alright, so... Oh wow. Oh, they can't even attack. That's weird.
At ease, man.
So beat up. Even attack a chicken coop. Oh, so that's why it is. Okay. Well, just have to survive then, and then try to contain this guy as much as possible. Yeah, let's dig in then. Need to protect this area as much as possible. Conserve man. And this guy's out of position.
At ease, man.
Yeah, we try to fight this guy off. Yeah. They lost a lot. And yeah, we're gonna keep here. Just these guys lost some men, but we cut them down a bit so that they'll not be able to swamp us in the next turn. Alright, so we have some ammunitions left, and this guy reformed. Was a total disaster. Let's keep fighting. Yeah, it's a bit... Yeah, I mean, they're all running away, they're routed here. So the cavalry has done its work, but yeah, they're kind of listing right now. And these guys are trying to come back. Fight in the last few turns. Wow, they're running a really long trot. Let's get some supplies going. And yes, coordinate attack here. After the artillery strike. Get out their ground once again. And we try to swamp these guys. So we are fighting out of Fort Royal. Now this is with a weak point for them, so they have to do something about it. I don't want them to, you know, exit the battle. It's pretty close now. I wonder if they can attack now, I'm not so sure, but it's kind of close so that we can attack from both sides, I think. Even try to make them surrender. Can I make them surrender? Okay, let's see. I guess, but yeah, it might be a bit too difficult to do it, and then I need to protect the flag. So if I can drive these guys out, then it's going to be pretty good. But man, really? They cannot really attack at all? Yeah, they cannot attack. Too far away, unforgiving. Right. These guys are coming back. Yeah. I will try to fight them off. Yeah. I guess we just need to
At ease, man.
do this. I can't really do anything right now
Ease,
because they're
man.
all beat up.
At ease, man.
Maybe they can dig in? No, it's over. I can only rest. Okay. Alright, yeah, so these guys all beat up too. They might be routed. Can I attack these guys? Yeah. We are slowly sapping their energy, sapping their strength. I'm really worried about this area. They might just take this flag and then try to run, but then we definitely attack and then give chase. Just wondering what turn it was. It's turn 19, isn't it? Yeah, so it's going to be pretty close if it's last turn that we have to save those flags. And we might as well just move. Okay, yeah, so they're firing back. They're going away. Alright. We held the position. We held that position. So it's last turn, turn 20, and we're going to we're going to defeat these guys, I mean, as much as possible. Front Royal has been saved. And I think we can drive these guys with support of the artillery. Okay. Yeah, so these guys can be driven back, I think. Yeah, they gave up their ground. So let's get those supplies. Sweet supplies. And yeah, we can probably attack these guys even here. No, not really. Good job. Yeah, we decide later whether to attack or not. Okay. Yeah, they're also running. And what to do with this guy? Man, it's been very, very bad for us. No cartridges, they have taken everything. Alright. Yeah, we cannot really attack them right now. We can attack... No, we can't even attack these guys. Now we can attack. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. So they have been pushed back somewhat. And now they're kind of in trouble. But I don't think we're able to do further damage because of the location just too far away from the rest of the units. Yeah, I cannot do anything. I can try to see. I can take this area. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, at least we took their victory point. And I think that's it. Yeah, so another battle under our belt. Hopefully we're able to drive these guys out and achieve some kind of victory. Yeah, I think if we achieve victory, then I don't think we would have repeated that kind of a decisive victory that Stonewall Jackson got at Front Royal. He was able to make majority of the Union forces surrender this battle. And I think I was able to make one big unit surrender from the beginning, but from then on it was kind of struggle, especially in the north, as this guy started to rampage and driven all of the cavalry out of this area, and then also made things really difficult for the infantry. They couldn't really attack at all because of the maybe combination of low morale and organization. So they just had to rest. Yeah, I'm surprised that this guy was able to hold, but they really suffered heavily in this hill. And this guy really couldn't attack. They just kept the point, which is, you know, in of itself rather valuable. I mean, they did a good job, I guess. We got all these points under our flag. I don't know how that's going to really translate into the... Yeah, wow, look at that. They have all these guys. Most of them have been involved in battles, and they really can't afford to fight because, you know, they really do not have the firepower to challenge this guy. They've been saving up this guy for a long time and was willing to battle against this guy, but Hatch. Okay, so some Fortenoy or some guy was put out of commission. Maybe he suffered some kind of injury so that he had to get out. Then yeah, this unit was very, very dominating the field until the last few turns. So I think if this guy did anything, it helped them to not get surrounded and routed from the entirety of this front. Yeah, alright, so let's see. I don't know whether I should check the reports, but let me just check. And the objectives, casualty report, yeah, so let's check the casualty. Wow, similar amount of casualties. that's not really going to do well for our score. But then we did capture the most weapons. We did get the most amount of victory hexes, victory points. Okay, so yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we didn't really do well in terms of the casualties. But yeah, so we need to see what's going to happen. Alright, so let's save. That was Front Royal. Hope you enjoyed it. And it seems like a victory for us. Oh, major victory. Wow, I'm surprised. Okay, so really did well there. Wow, really surprised. Since the battle seemed to be a bit more difficult for me compared to Kernstown. But Kernstown, I was able to handily defend the position against the Union forces, but that was a minor victory. But here, it's a major victory. I really don't exactly know how the game calculated the scores. Maybe because the supply captured and the victory hexes was that much dominating the other side. Supply capture, we captured 3 times as much. They surrendered around 1,000 men, pretty substantial. Yeah, so we got all these victory points from hexes, and that's good. All right, so yeah, so Eddie Stafford, I think this guy was hurt during one of the charges from the Union cavalry. He got hurt. He had to be taken away. His health is serious but improving. And all this guy has been promoted. Some cavalry guys got promoted. And some replacements. Chloe Sue has been temporarily assumed command of the 9th. Okay, so I remember this guy, I think from the last battle too, from Kernstown. But he's back. And this, yeah, so Stafford has been injured. So that's why this guy took over. The Louisiana Regiment. The Wheat, Smalls, Brown, Watts. I don't really remember many of them, but I think I remember Watts and Wheat. Yeah, Wheat and Watts, I remember. Yeah, they promoted to Lieutenant Colonel, Major Colonel. Good for them. And we need to re-equip this guy, so let's see how much money we got. 17,000. I guess that is enough to get some of these guys new weapons from, yeah, definitely. I mean, you cannot really fight now with Farmer's Musket. That's not good. And we get, okay, so we have this guy now involved. GT Beauregard, Sullivan and Kidding. Okay, so let's go just division by division. I think this is division, right? Or corps. This is corps. So we have Beauregard, Sullivan and Kidding. And as the division, we have T.E. Ernholm. Yes, it looks really suspiciously similar to Edward Johnson. I guess this is a shared portrait between division commanders. And we have only one division. And as far as a regiment, we have a couple. Yeah, we have a cavalryman, 567, a substantial amount of men here. I don't think I can supply this guy with anything better because it's going to overrun the cost. Actually not. So we can afford a shotgun, soft shotgun. Interesting. And how about this one? Oh man, that's a lot of money. All right. Okay, so let's go for this guy first. This guy had been involved in a lot of battles, as you can see by the red marks. And Ernholm, 82. Wow, okay. Pretty impressive. Alright, so let's see. Let's check the other guys. So we have Jackson as the corps commander, or division commander, sorry. And we have Jay Campbell and Crutchfield. Right. So I guess these are the units that's going to be involved actually in the battle, in the next battle. But then if I get to the battle, some of these units don't seem to show up. I don't know why. Okay, so board, farmers, musket. You can give them something better. Well, not really. But this guy, this horse carriage artillery guy. No, this is not horse carriage. Sorry, this is just artillery. Range 7 and AP 10. Okay. We check out these guys. How about, okay, we have Evil, Ashby here. Ashby back with more men. All right, only one guy. And Lawrence Musket, we're not gonna change it. Yeah, he's supplied with something very good to begin with. And 38, how about Wow, it's a lot of money. I wonder what's the difference between these two, other than we only have one available of this type. I think this seems decent enough. And there's some guys still using farmer's musket, so that needs to change. Alright, let's change. Barefoot. Okay. Yeah, I need to upgrade these guys to this one. This reborn farmer, yeah, so this is the one I upgraded to just now. Good compromise. Okay, so musket. Yeah, it's a bit too much. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. 507, and has probably a good amount of firepower as well. It's only 6, I don't know why. Maybe the man here uses rather inferior arms to the Rowan's musket, but has actually higher firepower. Maybe due to the hand-to-hand fighting rating, I'm not so sure. Reward farmer's musket. Just takes off too much money. Palmetto. Yeah, Palmetto is pretty decent, I think. Or I can't really afford anything else. So let's go to the cavalry. Harrison just uses the Palmetto and Saber, which is really weak weapon, so maybe this would be better, I think. 20 and 95. Yeah, I think this is actually something that can give them a bit of boost. Not really in terms of firepower, but yeah, have to do. Yeah, so Ashby also uses this weapon. I don't think I can change to anything better. Alright, so let's go to the artillery. There's 2 artillery units here, and I think I thought about giving this guy Napoleon or this one, but yeah, it's going to now overrun our supply. So we have to stay with what they have. Yeah, okay. TJ Jackson improving his rating. I don't know what really determines the improvement, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, so all these guys are pretty decent. Yeah, wow, they're all like pretty good. And yeah, you will lagging behind, but still pretty decent. I think I've seen him in Bull Run. Okay, so let's go. I can definitely come back to the armory if there's something wrong or something that I missed. So Battle of Winchester. So next up in the Valley campaign, alternate 1. So once again, not historical, but since I have achieved a major victory there, could probably be rather close to the historical battle. So what happened in this battle, and what can we do to prepare for it? Banks should meet Jackson head-on and hope to defeat him soundly. If he can do this, then he should mass his troops and take on Ewell. I think his name is Ewell, right? I used to call him Ewell, but I'm not so sure how to really pronounce his name. Rebels' best hope is to work the Union flanks, trying to encircle them and meet in the middle. Okay, so that's something that I can do, encirclement and flanking. I guess if we are the rebels, we should avoid taking these guys head on. I'm sure that there are a lot of them, and then try to encircle them somehow. Maybe preferably fencing them down the hills and then try to meet them in the middle, which is, as you can see, rather treacherous. A lot of hills and valleys and streams and everything. Okay. So Banks, if he wants to defeat Jackson, his best hope is to take on this one guy, and let's see what happened. The Battle of Winchester was a disaster for the Union's strategy for taking Richmond and putting a quick end to the Civil War. Wow, so they were actually going for the capital. Stonewall Jackson's overwhelming victory resulted in the deployment of thousands of federal troops to defend Washington against a rebel advance up the valley. The Confederates took so many prisoners and captured so much supply that they later named Union General Commissary Banks. Oh, okay, so his name is Banks. Then the rebels took whatever they wanted from him, and he was so willing to give and retreat. Yeah, so once again, Jackson achieved a big victory here to ensure that Richmond is not overwhelmed. Lincoln was trying to send this reinforcement to the army of the Potomac, from the eastern approach to the capital of Confederacy, which is, as you know, Richmond. But then Jackson's victory here had to supply and reinforce position on the other side. Yeah, so I mean, I guess it was a very important battle, and it's going to be upon us to try to match Jackson. I don't know whether I matched him last battle, but I mean, it was a major victory, so yeah. Enemy troops movement detected. So enemy troops move first, and then we're going to go into turn 1 and see what we can make of this map. Yeah, wow, so they are really close to us, and this is going to be a big battle, folks. Yeah, we just like, I don't know how we are able to approach these positions without getting shot or getting seriously damaged, but here we are. I guess we are kind of battling them even before this battle started. But here we are trying to flank these guys and then meet them in the middle, and I think we almost from the very start did it. We just have to find the position up these hills and then mass fire on these guys while protecting this pass. But then it's going to be difficult because of the mass and artillery. Yeah, this is going to be... We have more men though. I don't know, maybe we should try to engage them from the flanks first and then and slowly push them toward the middle, while some of these units will also try to put, if they're quick enough, be able to hit them from the back. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so we have all these units that are amassed against us, and some of these units seem to be very good. Yeah, look at the artillery, 50-man artillery, battery, very substantial amount. And yeah, there's one on top of this hill, so we have to fight them tooth and nail to take this hill first, and then try to surround them by banking around, which is yeah, I don't know, but then it's going to all come into focus next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you can join me next time as well, so please stay tuned.
No, sir.